Alright, we're going to do a little unboxing video for you. Oh, damn, get my hand out of the way. A little unboxing video. Ordered a steering stabilizer kit off of eBay. It's like no brand or anything specific, but it looks exactly like the Rough Country kit. I had the Rough Country kit on a previous truck. Had no problem with that dual steering stabilizer. This one looks exactly the same. So for, 40-50 bucks less or whatever, I figured, yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. So we're gonna unbox this, see what's in here, and then do a quick installation video for you guys that don't know how to install one, and hopefully everything will be good to go. Don't mind the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up this bench in a while, so let's see if we can open this up. Bear with me, doing this one-handed. Not ideal, and they taped the shit out of this box. Huh. Alright, what we got here? E3, I'm guessing is what that is, racing, so these must be the shocks. Yeah, I don't know who these guys are. I've never heard of these guys, but there's the shocks. So far, it's pretty good. Can't complain. I'm starting to think that maybe these are basically the same thing as Rough Country. They're just boxed and branded. A different name before Rough Country gets it. So here's the other one. Same thing. Looks pretty good. No damages. And got another box here. Got a box and a box. Go ahead and open this one up. Let's see here. This should be all the hardware. Yep. So there's the U-bolt. This will go around the axle. Familiar with this already. Let me let's make some room here. Get some of this stuff out of here so it's easier to see. There's the bracket. There's the plate that holds. I mean, guys, this looks exactly like Rough Country stuff right here. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. And then you got your U-bolts that go around your tie rod ends. So there's 4 of them in there, so that's good. Nothing else. Unwrap this. So far, I mean, I'm not seeing much of a difference here between Rough Country and this eBay one. So I'm not saying it's good just yet, but hey, if you're like me and you like saving some money, well, then might be the way to go. Let's try and do this real quick. Alright, yeah, I'm sorry about the bad camera angles. I gotta get a camera stand. So this is the mount. I mean, the welds aren't horrible. They powder coated it, so that looks good. Doesn't look too shabby. Yeah, they got all the spots all the way around. So yeah, looks pretty good. So this should mount like this on the axle. It'll go like that, and then these bolts over here on the right side, or the holes on the right side, go with the factory diff bolts, and then on the left side is where that U-bolt's going to go. So yeah, so far so good. Really can't complain just yet. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the rest of the hardware. So you got the 2 studs that you mount the one end of the shocks on each side. Got a bag of hardware, it just kind of busted open, not a big deal. And then you got the other two plates that go on the tie rod ends. Look at that. I mean this is stout, guys. This is actually pretty impressive. I wonder if this is like some throwback rough country stuff, or like didn't meet their initial inspection, because I mean there's a couple of random scratches that could have just been from them sitting on top of each other. I ain't worried about that. It's going to be getting hit with rocks and road debris anyways. And got all the bolts, nuts, hardware. I mean it looks pretty good. So you got your shocks, got your U-bolts. So I guess we'll go ahead and end it here, and then next time we start this up we'll be under the truck trying to install this. So yeah, bear with me. Okay, so before we get started, just want to point out some of the tools we're probably going to need. Going to need a 19, 18, 14 mil, and then I also grabbed an 18, 19, and 14 mil wrenches just in case, as well as a extension and ratchet, and then I've got a 3/8 impact driver just to make things a little bit faster. Laid out all the parts just to make sure that I had everything, which looks like everything I need is here, so that is good. So shouldn't have any issues installing this. So we'll go ahead and climb up under the truck and start tackling this. Okay, so we're underneath the truck now. I'm going to try and do this in a couple different takes, so this isn't going to be real fluid. Just going to kind of walk you guys through it, just because I don't have a camera stand. Maybe someday I'll have enough subscribers and followers I can maybe afford one, but I like to get all the parts and stuff that I need down here already. That way I'm not getting up and down, or at least eliminating as much as possible. So when you get under here, you're gonna have to take out these two bolts right here. These are 9/16. You're gonna take those two out, take off your data plate for your gears. It tells you what gear ratio you have. You can take those out in order to get the this plate to bolt up there. So we're gonna take those out, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this installed and mocked up so you guys can see how that's supposed to go. So give me a minute. All right, so we got the bracket installed now. I had to turn the light on, couldn't see. So we got the bracket installed. Comes with two new bolts to replace the factory ones, because the factory ones that go in the diff cover, they're not long enough for the thickness of the new plate. So you get new bolts that come with it, so you just throw those on there with the washers, and then you put the U-bolt around the back side, and then you're going to run the two nuts on there, and then this is on there. It ain't going nowhere. So then once you got that in place, next thing you're going to have to do is install your plates for the other end of the steering stabilizer. So I just kind of have this one slightly mocked up here. I got to do that one over there, and then once I got those in place, I'll show you guys how the shocks install on here. So we'll be right back. All right, so now we got everything mocked up, got the plates in, got the tubes in and everything, or the stabilizers. These are in, got this all mocked up. So this is still loose, just so you can twist it. And that's just so you can make sure that you have all of this level and straight. So once you have it where you want it, and it's straight and level, then you can go in here, tighten up your U-bolts, and then finish tightening these up. So same thing on this side, left these loose. That way you can move it up and down. And then once you got it where it needs to be, you just go ahead and cinch everything down. Make sure all these are tightened up, double check to make sure all that's tight, and then you should be done. All right, not sure how well you can hear me. The engine running. once you got everything installed and tightened up, at full lock, you're going to have about 3/4 of an inch remaining on the compressed side, and then on the extended side, you're going to have I think it was 7 3/8 of an inch extension. So that should give you a measurement or a reference. And then if you look, everything is nice and level and parallel. So hope that helps you on your measurements. Okay, and then when you have your wheels straight ahead, the measurement you're going to be looking for is pretty close to 4 inches, if you can see that. So you mount it right here on your bars, and then same thing on both sides, and then take a look at it. Should be nice and straight, just like that. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Trying to build this channel, trying to get some better video equipment to help you guys out in the future. But this kit is, I'm not saying it's a rough country steering stabilizer kit, but there's no difference from the actual rough country kit that I had on my last truck. So very similar, installs exactly the same. I think the only difference is this top plate right here just doesn't say rough country on it. So yeah, and just if you were wondering, I'm running a 4-inch BDS coil lift, and then I'm running Rough Country's adjustable track bar. Now I do have a track bar drop bracket installed. That was for the Ready Lift kit that I had on there. I ordered a factory track bar bracket that should be here next week to replace that, because I don't need to have that once I've got this adjustable track bar in here. So I'll be able to get that out and do it the right way. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. See you guys later.